Says that tariffs have become a tail risk, but he does worry about our bifurcated economy. I'm going to bring in on Crossmark Global, the CEO and CIO, Bob Dahl. And Bob, first let me get your reaction to this jobs report. A lot of people were caught off guard there.
No question about it. Obviously, the 70-some thousand was disappointing, but as you've just pointed out, Charles, it's the negative 250,000 revision for the last 2 months, leaving us with hardly any job growth at all. The economy is definitely weakening. Companies may not be firing people, but they're also not hiring because they're uncertain about the future. They're worried about some profit margin hits as a result of tariffs, and they're being cautious.
So the tariff story, we're moving toward the end of it. I know, we've got these August 1st tariffs. They become official in a few days. But really, China probably would be the last part of this. It feels like Mexico's closer. Who knows with Canada? I think, though, for the first time, models can start to be built around this. We heard Troy talk about 15%. With that in mind, is it now time for Wall Street to really say, hey, forget about the uncertainty part of it and start to look for the winners and losers in that type of scenario?
To some degree, yes, Charles, but I'm still worried about the details. If you announce a tariff agreement, that's conceptual. It takes weeks to iron out and dot the I's and cross the T's. Will some of the deals fall apart? Will, in fact, either side say, I don't like this anymore? Will the courts challenge it? So I'm not convinced the tariff uncertainty is over.
So now, in your note, you mentioned the two economies, right? The services are positive, manufacturing somewhat negative. I want to show the folks, we had manufacturing PMI out today. Came down, contraction, 48 down from 49. New orders went up, but they're still contracting. On the other side of this, though, we did get a nice pullback in prices. How do they balance? We've got two economies. We just heard Troy talk about how strong he thinks the services side will be. And what do you think in terms of which one pulls us and which one means the most for the stock market?
Well, the services is hugely important, but the services part of the economy is a bit more stable. Goods are all over the place. You even see that back to the employment situation. We've had job additions in some of the areas called government, healthcare, education, manufacturing, and other cyclical parts of the economy where there's more variability. That job growth has been awful for months.
Earnings, what do you see earnings, Bob?
Earnings estimates, I think, are too high. Look, the second quarter numbers, no mistake about it, they've come in brilliantly, just fine. But you still have companies waving the flag that maybe not so much in the second half. So watch the revisions of earnings estimates for the rest of the year. I think it's part of why the market is stalled a bit. Despite the really good earnings, it's a question mark of those earnings too high for the second half of this year.
Hey, I can't let you go without asking about it. I know you guys have done your first ETFs. I want to kind of focus on the faith-based ETF. And as I read about it, the goal is to outperform the Russell 1000. Walk us through the goal, through the composition of it, the Crossmark Large Cap Value ETF.
So we have two, large cap value, large cap growth, both faith-based, where we're penalizing some companies and rewarding other companies. And like our mutual funds and our SMAs, the goal is to beat the underlying benchmark, which is the Russell 1000 growth and Russell 1000 value index. We're thrilled to be in the marketplace. As you know, a lot of money moving into ETFs, and we want to be part of the flow.
How's it been so far? How's the reception been?
Been wonderful. We're thrilled. We have lots of people putting some money in. We have lots more people examining, asking questions, and we hope they're going to join the party.
Yeah, CLCV, I know, is one of the symbols.
Yeah, and CLCF is the other one.
All right.
Value, V, growth, G.
Congratulations. Yeah. You and I both talked about this. We had a special on this. There's a huge audience out there that want to invest based on their faith. And I'm glad to see that you're tapping into that. It's much needed. Thanks, Bob. Have a great weekend.